What do you want, bitch? Do you want to suck my dick? Do you want, is that what you want? What do you want? I don't get, bro, what? You know I'm not doing nothing to the dogs. What do you want? Oh my God. You're never gonna get me to attack you. I know that's what you want with the cops that you're friends with, but you're never gonna get me to attack you. You know that, right? That's why I beat your friend's ass. Is that what you want? Do you like me or something? Like, what do you want? I don't care about you. Go do something else. Jesus fucking Christ. I'll let you suck my dick. Like, what do you want? What do you want? I don't get it. Like, it's 5 years of her killing my dogs, harassing me. All of my dogs are sometimes thin because I like to keep them functional thin. It's not a big deal if they're a little thin, right? Even right now, some people would think that Rex looks thin. He doesn't, but that's how he usually looks. He's looked thinner than that before. I've had him where he's like lean and skin and bones, and he'll still run around and do functional shit because there's a functional thin. I don't keep my dogs emaciated. I keep them functional thin. Functional. As in, I've literally set world records with hanging with Tiger Wolf as she's thin and skin and bones. You can have them thin and skinny, and they work way harder. Like, because they're not as heat tolerant. I know you guys don't like it. You know, she just looked back. She's like, yeah, but we don't like it. I know, but, you know, I feed you guys. Do I not? I fed everybody. You know, everyone just has to eat, you know. If they don't eat, you know what I mean? And they got, you know, poisons. You know, all of my dogs who eat do fine. I don't have any issues with any of the dogs if they eat and do fine. So I try to deworm them. I got ivermectin. I've had whatever it's called, Simparica Trio. I'm trying to get some more parental PMA or whatever. Parental, you know what I mean? Like because ivermectin just shortens the life of heartworms or kills, you know, young ones. You got to have like both to like quickly get them out. But, you know, ivermectin's good too. But yeah, everyone's doing good. I got to clean out that shed more. You know, I've had some rat issues, but other than that, it's pretty clean over here. You know, it's a clean setup. I got $4,000 kennel systems. Rex, you know, they like to eat the excess food sometimes. It doesn't bother them as long as they're, you know, dewormed. It's not going to do nothing. He literally will not leave me alone, and she's working with police. They've hacked my phone, and I'm not crazy. I have, you know, background of doing drugs like 10 plus years ago. It's going to be looked at as some sort of whatever, but it's only because of drugs. I don't do any drugs, so I'll be able to, you know, say that in court and shit like that. So, you know what I mean? I don't even smoke weed. like I was on Spice that way back when I was like Baker acting and shit, like 15 years, no, how many years ago? It was like 2011 something, like it was like forever ago, you know. And yeah, you know, sure, do I get money because of that? Yeah, sure, but I'm not really crazy. So it's like, you know, government's gonna have to take that up with me later. But, you know, they're the ones giving it because they want to make me look like I'm something, because they, you know, I literally was on drugs. So, you know, so like I said, is that, you know, it's whatever, but it's just constant BS, man. Constant bullshit. You know, my family's evil. My mom killed one of the dogs too. She was involved with this bitch to kill one of the dogs. So, Gabo, shush, shush. So, unreal. Like, it's like, I even offered, I was like, listen, do you like, I really think that she likes me. I really, it makes no sense. It's like some crazy thing. Like, what, like, what would you spend your whole life for 5 years on and off, 5 years with her and this other person constantly bothering, like they asked for food, water, shelter, yada, 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 just constant bothering, and like this whole thing, like they constantly will not leave my ass alone, bro. Killing dogs, fucking, you know, she literally was working with my ex because they were telling her what I was saying to myself, trying to make it to where, you know, like they were trying to tell her I was cheating on her, which I obviously didn't, and that's what I had to take a polygraph for anyways, which I haven't got around to. And it's like all the places around here know about what's going on. I called one of the polygraph people and they basically said in code, they were like talking about $600 because that's the price I said to say. Like when I was talking to myself on my phone, I was like, say it was $600 if you heard what's going on with this shit, because all the cops want to make sure that like I don't get looked at as like I'm being truthful. You see what I'm saying? So that's what they want to do. So they want to like lie and do all this shit because they are in on it. Like the cops around here are in on that shit because I said I hate cops and I want to shut down cops if I'm president or whatever, which I'm obviously not going to shut down cops. You know what I'm trying to say? So, you know, I just think that most police departments are evil. So, which they are. Look, like I said, who's screaming now? They always yell from over there. They yell from over here. You know, to start hacking away at, like, trying to steer me up so that I attack someone. You know, and then the other day, legally, I got to, and I fucked her friend up. And now they're trying to come back with more people and shit, which is fine. Just don't come in this property. You come in this property. You know what I'm saying? So, it's like this whole big thing. So, you know, I don't fuck with cops at all. Like, at all. So, like, I mean, not like this. And if you're a good cop, yeah, but not like this. Like, evil, bro. The cop, there's an ex-judge, a cop, and I think some sort of ex-federal agent, or a few people who did stuff like that. Like, for either, I know there's some veterans down at the end who are in on it, but, you know, just a bunch of shit like that. You know, so it's like this whole thing. She just will not, they will not leave me alone. And it's the same guy that I reported before. The same guy I reported before for stopping in the roadway, and he's mad still about that. He's mad about me reporting his dogs sometimes, and they still let him out and roam constantly. None of the animal control cares. They just roaming free in the neighborhood constantly. I didn't even report them. I literally had a video that went viral, and they came and looked at it because of the video, and they were trying to make it bad on me and the neighbor to get after each other, because they want me to attack her so that they can get me, because they think I'm doing something wrong with dogs, like, which I'm not doing anything wrong with dogs, like, at all. Like, they're trying to act like I need to take my dogs to the vet for every little thing. No, not if they're dying, I don't. Like, if they're gonna 100% die, I don't. They have like a 5% chance, I don't. You know what I'm saying? To live, I don't. Like, if they're pretty much gonna die, I don't have to fucking prolong their life and spend 20 grand at a vet. So everyone knows that. It even says it on Google. So like I said, you know, I don't have to do anything like that. And it's like, I'm not doing anything. If I know I can fix something, I take them to Blue Pearl. We have a credit card. So I have a credit card, bro. And they literally tried to have cops say that we checked Blue Pearl and they've never heard of you or something like that. I literally have videos of Comet at Blue Pearl. And then they saw that on my channel. And that's why this bitch is calling. They literally coordinate all day. Look, they air my phone so they can hear it. So now they're gonna come up like this, right? That's why they were screaming and shit, because they, you know, like I said, they'll come through here and act like they're leaving again. They just came back, right as fucking that bitch earlier with the other video, right, was hacking away. And then they'll, look, he knows what's going on, so he's just gonna, you know, it's fine. You're gonna go to court too. So I get this shit done. So they're not gonna do anything to me, and I know that you know that. So, okay, you got about a month. You're gonna go to court. I'm gonna include all of you. So, and that polygraph test is gonna be truthful. So, for everything that you did, because you all have been involved with trying to harass me out of the neighborhood, which that's technically not illegal now. So you're lucky on that, but not on the trauma part, because that's a civil lawsuit or whatever it is, you know, just a lawsuit on the idea of like you were involved in corroboration of people murdering my dog. So that's, I don't know, we have to see about that in court. But yeah, so it's like, because that's all that's gonna matter. I mean, it will be public record anyway, so I'm sure your job's gonna be real fun with that one. So better luck next time. Yeah, you're a fucking asshole, and I know who it is, by the way. I've been known who it was. Exactly. Oh, I know all of you motherfuckers, so I know even your backgrounds now. But, you know, hey, what's up, man? I do. Fucking, you know, that's why he's like, you don't want me to do it, but I really want to fucking do it. I want him to leave so that I don't have to spend fucking a shit ton of my money in court trying to fuck these people up the ass, but I'm going to if you don't fucking leave. So it doesn't matter. He tries to act like, you know, he's trying to make it to where it's not him involved and it's them. Doesn't matter. He's been involved too. He's been trying to convince me that it's not them and all this other bleebo, but they're getting information from him with the cop down the street and the people down the street who are friends with them. She's sucking off one of them, like the son or whatever. She's like quote unquote friends with him, but in reality they're just, you know, she's like the local chicken head, you know. So, you know, I even said, I'm like, listen, you want, I'll let you suck me off for free. I'm not gonna spend money if that's what you want. Like, I don't understand what your problem is. Like, I don't understand what your issue is, fam. Like, you know what I mean? Like, do you want like a good beating, like sexually? I don't understand like what like what the deal is. Like, what is wrong with you? Like, you don't, this has been going on for 5 years. And I called her a crackhead and it's never gone away. Like, they've spent 5 years of their life trying to torture me and harass me, and they've been in my phone for that long, on and off, because of the cop can hack phones. And they hack people's phone because they've been investigating me for years. So they act like I don't know. It's one of them Stingray things or whatever. Like, they can just intercept or something like that. They can intercept like your phone shit, or they can be in your phone records. And people know about this at T-Mobile and stuff like that. And like I said, I will be able to say all this based on how people react to things and what they're saying, all that stuff, on a polygraph test. And they know that. So if they come by, they'll try to scare me, and then they'll probably try to give me like some, look, here comes another one. It's like clockwork every single day. It's not even time for them all to come home. They do it at different times. So he's gonna go real slow. You can see he looks over. You think you're just not getting out of this. Like, I'm going to get a polygraph test, bro. Like, you do understand that, right? Like, I'm going to buy one, and I'm gonna do it with a real FBI person when I find somebody I can trust. So like I said, I know you guys have been talking to cops, and I know you wanna, you know, just act like something, but it's not gonna matter. So like I said, you see how slow he's going? He's gonna go real slow now. All right, like, look, yeah, he's gonna like go back and forth. Yeah. Like, they know that I got them, and this is why they haven't been killing my dogs lately. Those cameras that I have right there that I'm starting to put up, okay, I always have to charge them, and they know when the light's on and when it's not. You know what I mean? So it's like they could be doing more stuff, but they chose not to because they know I'm gonna take this polygraph test, and they're hoping that she can piss me off enough to where I attack her. And I'm trying to get her ass to explain what her issue is with me for years, because like I've literally never even did anything to her for like 4 years. Like, I only started doing shit back when it was like they have started to murder Linus and some of the other dogs I had for saying stuff about their family through my phone. So it's like I said something about her cousin or some shit, and I said something about Linus because I was wondering why my dogs were randomly dying, and I was like, you know, I'm thinking that it's you, you know, take Linus or something like that if it's you. And they put him on the bottom of the cage line, like, and that's why he's slamming his fucking thing right now, because he knows what the fuck I'm talking about. So, and you will go to court too, you fucking Cuban cunt. I promise you, I'll take your fairy ass to court too. And you know, that's why he's slamming his shit and whatever, because he knows what the fuck I'm talking about. So, like I said, a polygraph test is going to solve all of this. So even if it's not done with the FBI person, whatever, I'll do it once I have the other one to show that they're literally taking stuff from these tests or whatever and trying to make it different, if they do. Because I don't even think you can like, you can't fake a polygraph test much, but you can definitely like lie to someone if they're not able to see the results. So I want to see at these places when I do them, if they're going to show me like the actual like lines go up and down and shit, because then I'll be able to prove that what I'm saying is true. But they've been at the polygraph places I've called, they want me, or like the guy who knew what was going on, because the cops are telling all the people around here like not to play along with it, but it's they all know because it's been going viral. Like, I'm going around with viral shit all the time because they're spreading it around, trying to like quote unquote help me get famous now, because they feel bad but they don't, because they were involved with murdering my dogs and they just don't like that shit. And then they came in my house too and they put the windows up. Rex doesn't do that. Okay, I have enough evidence to show that Rex has been in my house, okay, to show that he doesn't do that shit. So again, it's just the reality. Like, he couldn't even reach the height of some of where it was at, pretty much. I mean, like, you know what I mean? He'd have to get up on the damn thing to like push it up like that. He just doesn't do that. They came in my house looking for weapons because they heard what I had said, and they were trying to blame it on the neighbor. And the cops have been telling me basically like with their face and stuff like that, like they've been kind of like trying to say that you've been getting watched by because of their comments and stuff. But these are comments that I've made in my own phone in my own house. So like I said, there's nothing legal about any of this stuff that they do in this police force around here. They're extremely corrupt, and they didn't like what I said about Justin Rigney and some of their other people who have murdered people. And the cops in Florida, like I said, who all, and DeSantis knows about this, I've been helping them with new laws, like the 7-year thing for squatters, and like all the other various laws, like 14-year-olds can't be, you know, you need to be 18 with the license to watch porn. Everything that I've been saying and helping out the Trump administration Republicans, they've been actually using. And like I said, this will be on the polygraph test. Now, I'm not going to take it to court for that. I'm going to take it to court if they don't fucking leave. If these people around me don't leave, and I guarantee you they'll put like a white woman or something in one of the houses or something to keep track of me, because they're trying to catch me for some sort of dog fighting, even though I'm not. And we all know that I'm not. But they've been trying to do this for 5+ years. It's not illegal. If I put dogs out, once in a blue moon, they're gonna get in a fight, and I break it up every time within like 5 minutes. There's nothing illegal about that. I've never done anything wrong. I don't overbreed dogs. I take them in, you know, constantly, you know, to go to the vet and shit. You know, I go back and forth on all the stuff I say while I'm talking to myself, so that they have nothing, you know, to get me on, because they're gonna try to take pieces of it. But that's what the polygraph test is for. So, you know, like I said, it might not be admissible in court for just 100% guaranteed facts, but it will be admissible in court for trauma. It's happened before. All I gotta do is show that. Either way, it'll be on the news and everybody will know, and they'll know that, you know, what they did. So hopefully, you know, people get, you know, in line, you know, to try to stop shit like that. I don't know, but it's 100% admissible in court for trauma, because they'll just say that, you know, don't disregard, you know, the results of it, and the jury will see that. So, you know, I mean, you can't possibly try to be that corrupt, and if they do, you know, that's whatever. I'm at the point right now with them, I don't give a shit. So, you know, like I said, I will 100% be getting a bunch of polygraphs done over the next year. And, you know, statute of limitations or not, this has been going on so long, it goes past the statute of limitations per instance. You know what I mean? So it's still going to be happening probably by then. So like, I got a few months tops to leave. And like I said, you just heard them bang some shit again, because like I said, so, but that was, you know, I'll let that one slide. I gotta go see if he doesn't want to bang that shit. But yeah, they be doing shit like that. They'll just make random noises when they hear me talking and shit, because they just don't want me to say stuff. But Yeah, no, but the first, you know, gate shit was definitely them. But the whole point is, man, is that like they have the whole town literally trying to like watch over me and frame me and shit as if I'm some sort of bad person, even though I literally don't do anything. Even if I kept my dogs a little thin, it has nothing to do with you. Like, who cares? Like, you know what I'm saying? Who cares? None of them are dying because they're thin, and they're not emaciated. Like, emaciated is different. If they're a little thin, that shit don't matter none. I have dogs who I've kept extremely thin. You know what I'm saying? So who cares? Like, it has nothing to do with that. It has to do with the fact that they're killing dogs. They literally come over my property and they've knocked out a bunch of my dogs. Like my litter with Snowflake and Comet, they specifically killed all of them. And they tried to give Penny rat poison, and they didn't give her enough, and they had all these crazy seizures and shit. And it was like this whole thing. And you know, Holly was involved with trying to, you know, get me to like, you know, feel some type of way and whatever about everything. You know what I mean? Because they were working with her. I actually think that Holly, because her friend was an attorney, like the whole point of her dating me, which I'll get into that initially, you know, like, was to try to keep track of me in my house and see how I do things. And she was taking photos and sending them to Will and just things like that of the dogs out of context. So like I said, is that you know they constantly, like with Malik trying to be my friend and other people trying to be my friend, they've constantly tried to like make me out to be some type of way, and it's just like they just don't get it. Like, anything that you take a picture of or a video of or whatever, it doesn't matter. Like if a dog is in poo a little bit, like I clean it immediately, like for the most part. Like there's times where I'm busy and I have to clean it in a minute, but I don't just let them sit there their whole lives. Like I'm constantly doing stuff with them. You know what I mean? They do this shit where they work with, they even had Blessing Knighton, bro, who's now in jail, right? They literally had her try to track me and try to do stuff, you know what I'm trying to say, to like make me look bad and all this other shit, you know what I mean? And date me literally to get information about whether or not I'm dogfighting or whether or not, and they probably never cracked down on me for anything because they tried to get me to, you know, they've been using my channel for one to get like Coy, Glenn Dickinson and some other people for dogfighting, and I've also helped them like get people for dogfighting. Like I'm not involved in dogfighting at all. Like I've never been involved in it. Like I'm in the fraternity because I know dog people, but I'm not like in it like that. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like I don't fuck with a lot of them. They're all criminals, like, you know, and shit. Like I just know people with game pits because I own them. You know, I make them into pets, like, you know what I mean, with that work too. Like I've been trying to hog hunt, and these motherfuckers let their hog out the one time because they heard me say I was gonna hunt the big boars with the cutters, which I'm still going to do, which is not a big deal. They'll be fine. Like they're not gonna have any issues. The issue is you motherfuckers trying to take my money and making it a problem on me, because when I'm working a lot, I have extra money and I could have been able to do a lot of shit. And like everything that I said was because I'm an actor. I try to make sure that all of these people are gonna get what they deserve. So